Hello everyone. In this video lesson, we will study about mixtures and compounds. So, what are mixtures? As we have studied earlier, that mixtures are the impure substances. What do the term impure substance means? Impure substance are those substances which contain more than one kind of particles. For example, milk is a mixture. We regard milk as a mixture because it contains water molecules, fat molecules, protein molecules, sugar, minerals, and vitamins. So here you can see that this milk contains more than one kind of particles, hence it is regarded as a mixture. So how can we define a mixture? A mixture is a material which have two or more types of pure form of matter which are not chemically combined together. Now we will look at types of mixtures. So mixtures are classified or categorized in two categories. One is homogeneous mixture and the other is heterogeneous mixtures. Here we will discuss about homogeneous mixtures. What are homogeneous mixtures? Those mixtures in which these particles are called constituents or components. The mixtures in which the particles are completely mixed together and are indistinguishable from one another are regarded as homogeneous mixtures. Also, these homogeneous mixtures has a uniform composition throughout its mass. It has no visible boundaries of separation between the various particles or components. For example, sugar solution. In sugar solution, sugar is dissolved in water. So, in this, sugar particles are uniformly distributed throughout the water molecules and results into the formation of a homogeneous sugar solution. Other examples of homogeneous mixtures are salt solution, sea water, alcohol and water mixture, soft drinks, vinegar, brass, air. Now we will discuss about heterogeneous mixtures. What are heterogeneous mixtures? These are the mixtures in which the constituents are not completely mixed together. It means they remain separated and also they are distinguishable from one another. They does not have a uniform composition throughout the mass of the mixture. It has visible boundary of separation between the various components or constituents. We can take an example of sugar and sand mixture. So when we mix sugar with sand, uh, the composition of this mixture is not uniform. At one place, sugar molecules are in large number or sugar particles are in large number. At the other place, sugar particles may be in small number. So there is no uniform composition. Also, there is a visible boundary of separation between the two. We can easily identify or distinguish between the sugar and sand particles. So it is a heterogeneous mixture. Some other examples of heterogeneous mixtures are polluted air, milk, ink, petroleum, coal, soil, blood, etc. etc. Now here we will discuss about properties of a mixtures. A mixture can be separated into its constituents by physical processes. Physical processes like filtration, evaporation, magnet, sublimation, distillation by using a particular solvent, etc. A mixture shows the properties of all the constituents present in it. For example, a salt solution shows properties of salt as well as the properties of water. Also, energy is neither given out nor absorbed in the preparation of a mixture. Energy in the form of heat, light, etc. is neither given out nor absorbed. So this formation of a mixture is a physical change. Composition of mixture is variable. The constituent can be present in any proportion by mass. Due to this, a mixture does not have a definite formula. A mixture does not have a definite melting point, boiling point. A mixture is usually heterogeneous with some exceptions of solutions and alloys. We will discuss about these solutions and alloys later in this video lesson. Now, what are compounds? Compounds are also a pure substance. What are pure substances? Those substances which are made up of only one kind of particles. Elements and compounds are regarded as pure substance because they consist of only one kind of particles. Element only consist of one kind of atoms, whereas compound only consist of one type of molecules. So how can we define a compound? A compound is a substance which is made up of two or more elements chemically combined in a definite proportion by mass. There is a difference between mixtures and compounds. Mixtures, first of all, they are impure substances. Also, the components of mixtures are not chemically combined and they are present in a variable proportion or any ratio. Whereas in compound, the particles are chemically combined so that they exist as one unit and also they combine in a fixed proportion by mass. For example, water is a compound. It is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, but these hydrogen and oxygen are chemically combined. Here we can look at the chemical reaction which takes place during the formation of water molecules. So hydrogen gas combines with oxygen gas and results into the formation of water molecules. Okay. Here hydrogen combines with oxygen in a ratio of 1:8 by mass. Now we will look at the properties of a compound. Compound cannot be separated into its constituent by physical methods. The properties of compounds are entirely different, completely different from those of its components. Energy is usually either given out or absorbed during the formation of a compound. It means formation of compound is a chemical change. So formation of mixtures is a physical change, whereas formation of a compound is a chemical change. The composition of a compound is fixed because the components are present in a definite proportion of masses. Hence, compounds also have a definite formula. A compound has a fixed melting and boiling point. A compound is homogeneous in nature. Now we will look at the case of solutions. Actually, solutions are homogeneous substances and heat is usually evolved or absorbed in the preparation of a solution. So how can you regard this solution as a mixture? These are the properties of compounds. Compounds are homogeneous. Compounds, in the formation of compounds, there is evolution of and absorption of heat energy. So why these two properties are observed in the case of solution, and then also we regard this solution as a mixture. So what are the reasons? Because a solution can be separated into its constituent by physical process. Mixture, the components of mixture are separated by using a physical process such as filtration, evaporation, etc. etc. So it is regarded as a mixture. It also shows the properties of its constituents. That's why also this solution is regarded as a mixture. It also has a variable composition and it does not have a definite or fixed boiling point. So these are the reasons due to which we regard a solution as a mixture. Now we will study about the case of alloys. Alloys are homogeneous mixtures of metals and they cannot be separated into their components by physical processes such as filtration, evaporation, etc. Even then, these alloys are considered mixtures. So why they are considered mixtures? Because they show properties of their components and they also have a variable composition. Here we can take an example of an alloy of copper and zinc known as brass. Here the amount of zinc can vary from 20 to 35%. So since these alloys do not have a constant composition, they have a variable composition, and these are the properties of mixtures, it is regarded as a mixture.